What's up, guys? Raznon here. So today I wanted to talk about Modern Warfare. I know I haven't talked about it really at all in either my live stream, which can be found at twitch.tv/Razanon, by the way, or on my YouTube channel. But like most of you, I'm sure, I've been following all of the Modern Warfare news, and I'm actually very excited for this game because the skill gap is going to be a lot wider in Modern Warfare than it currently is in Black Ops 4. And I think there are 4 big reasons why that's the case. Number 1, the guns in Modern Warfare, from what we've seen, just have more recoil. We haven't seen anything with the recoil pattern of like a GKS, which is to say no recoil, or even a KN-57, which for how powerful that gun is, even without grip, it's so laser accurate, it has so little recoil. And it doesn't look like any guns are going to have that little recoil in Modern Warfare. So what that means is you're going to have to be able to control that recoil better, in general, in Modern Warfare, to be able to reliably kill your enemies. Which means whichever player has better recoil control is going to have a lot higher chance of winning a gunfight. Because in Black Ops 4, for a lot of the guns, recoil control isn't even needed. Number 2, there are no more score streaks. Now, there's kind of a little asterisk on this one because you can take a perk to get score streaks in Modern Warfare as opposed to kill streaks. But even that in and of itself means if you want to be a score streak gamer in Modern Warfare, you have to sacrifice a perk. So I think that alone is really huge because it's pretty easy in Black Ops 4, if you really want to play super passively, super defensively, tag enemies and hope that your teammates risk their lives to get the kill, and then you reap all of the benefits by getting 100, 125, or 150 points for that kill, even though you only did 5% of the damage that contributed toward that enemy dying. So the days of losing to some guy who is way behind enemy lines, taking little pot shots, being largely ineffectual on the enemy team, only to all of a sudden have them call in a Mantis and a Sniper's Nest and a Thresher at the same time to shit on your team, essentially rewarding them for playing like a coward. These days are largely going to be over once Modern Warfare releases, because score streaks are going to be a lot less common, and if someone is using score streaks on the other team, they're going to have to sacrifice a perk, essentially making themselves less effective. So what that means is most players are going to be using kill streaks, which is to say you have to get a kill for it to count toward any kind of kill streak. And another real problem with score streaks in Black Ops 4 is that you can have 6 people get full credit for a kill as long as they all do some amount of damage to someone and then that person dies. So all of a sudden, every single player on the enemy team gets all kinds of these streaks because they're team shooting people. When we transition from score streaks to kill streaks, those days are also going to be over, because only one person is going to get credit toward a streak per kill. And that, I think, is the biggest problem with Black Ops 4's streaks right now. If you're smart, or if you're in a group, you'll all shoot the same guy, he dies, you all get full credit for a kill. That's crazy. So then all of a sudden you have these games where it's 30 seconds in, and 4 people on the enemy team have a UAV. So then there are UAV sweeps coming every quarter second, and you're going to get pre-fired from every angle, again, by 4 people, who are going to continue getting full credit for 1 kill, and then all of a sudden 4 people now have Mantis, or Sniper's Nest, or Thresher, and then they all call them at the same time, and you just lost. It's completely absurd that exists in Black Ops 4, and that's going to be done when Modern Warfare comes out, because if you team shoot someone and they die, whoever finishes that kill is going to be the only person who gets contribution toward their kill streak. Now, I understand that that's annoying when you do 95% of the damage to someone and then someone else on your team steals the kill and now you don't get credit toward your kill streak. But in the interest of balance, I think this is far better than, again, giving everyone credit toward the kill. So not only will it be more difficult when Modern Warfare comes out to get a kill streak, because you're going to have to actually finish the kill to get credit towards your streak. But in addition, there will be fewer overall streaks because it will be impossible for one kill to count toward multiple people's kill streaks at the same time. So as a result of that, there will be fewer overall streaks being called or earned in Modern Warfare. And what that means is that you're going to have to rely less on streaks because you're going to inevitably get fewer of them. And you're going to have to rely more on playing the fucking game, gun skill, shooting your weapon, which is, after all, ostensibly, the point of a first-person shooter. So that's another reason the skill gap in this game is really going to widen, because with fewer streaks, your success is going to be much more largely dependent upon your ability to aim your mouse at enemy players and then press your left mouse button. This brings me to point number 3, which is that the kill streaks in Modern Warfare, at least from what we've seen, just aren't as good as the kill streaks in Black Ops 4. And I think that's great. I mean, when you look at something like a Thresher in Black Ops 4, there's basically 2 ways to kill it. You either have to have a Paladin with FMJ2, or you have to have Zero with her hack ready and hack it. You can't even shoot it down with a rocket launcher. So even if you have like a Streak Destroyer class, you have to almost have a separate one with a Paladin FMJ2 to be able to counteract one specific streak. And I mean, Thresher is just one of a bunch of really powerful score streaks in Black Ops 4. So when we look at like some of the Modern Warfare kill streaks, and these images I've gotten are courtesy of Exclusive Ace, a fantastic Call of Duty focused YouTuber. I'm going to link to his specific video that I use to get these screen grabs in the description. I highly recommend you check him out. So when we look at these streaks, so you have personal UAV, which requires 3 kills, and then you only get a UAV for yourself. To get a traditional UAV, you need to get 4 kills by yourself. So cruise missile, here's a good example of how the streaks just aren't as good in this game. So this is kind of like the Hellstorm in Black Ops 4, except it's strictly worse because it doesn't have the cluster capability that the Black Ops 4 Hellstorm has, and this requires 5 kills. So the first persistent airborne kill streak in Modern Warfare, the VTOL jet, requires you to finish 8 kills. Now this is where we start to see an actual properly good streak. And we don't have a bunch of information on how difficult it will be to kill these, so how many rockets it will take, how many chaff flares the VTOL has. But this, in my opinion, is the first good persistent kill streak. And then at 10 kills, you've got a chopper, you've got white phosphorus. Even at the highest level, at least that was in the beta, the Juggernaut armor, it's super good, but first of all, it requires 15 kills. That's a lot of kills to finish on your own to get a kill streak. And secondly, your movement speed is super slow with this. So it's not like it doesn't have any counterplay. And there's nothing like a Thresher in Modern Warfare, which I think is the most stupid, broken score streak that exists in Black Ops 4. So when we look at the suite of kill streaks that exist in Modern Warfare in comparison to score streaks in Black Ops 4, they just look like they're not quite as effective. And especially if you compare them to their equivalent score streaks in Black Ops 4, the Modern Warfare analogs are going to be much harder to earn. And even outside of that, there are a lot of Black Ops 4 score streaks that are really effective that just don't exist in Modern Warfare. But even if you are able to get really high kill streaks, they just aren't going to be as effective and as game determining as they are in Black Ops 4. In addition, once you've earned your highest kill streak in Modern Warfare, you don't circle back around like you do in Black Ops 4. So for example, if I have UAV, counter UAV, and sniper's nest in Black Ops 4, once I earn my sniper's nest in one life, I'm immediately going to start earning credit toward another UAV. In Modern Warfare, that's not the case. So let's say my highest kill streak in Modern Warfare is a VTOL jet. Once I earn the VTOL jet, I'm not going to get any more kill streaks in this life, which again means you can't hide behind the AI to do your work for you. You have to be better than your enemy at taking your mouse, moving your crosshair onto the enemy, and then pressing down on your left mouse button to do damage and kill them. And then the last, most important, and just the best, most exciting reason why the skill gap will be higher is there will be no fucking specialist bullshit. No more dying because you got Seeker Mind. No more getting dunked on by fucking War Machine. No more surprise, it's Weeb City, welcome to Naruto, you just got cut by a katana because the person using it has third-person view all of a sudden and looks around the corner at you. No more specialists. It's fantastic. Now, there's going to be the, I forget what it's called in Modern Warfare, but there's going to be things that are sort of equivalent. So you're going to have, like, tac deploy still. You're going to have stopping power ammo for one clip. And other things that like that are kind of the Modern Warfare analogs to specialists. But there are no more grossly overpowered, poorly balanced specialist abilities in Modern Warfare. So you're not going to be able to hide behind Reaper, Scythe, hold down left click and kill everyone without having to be able to aim at all, or just lobbing noob tubes into a spawn. Or God forbid, someone uses equipment charge so that they get more of these overpowered non-FPS mechanics to be able to shit on you with in an FPS game. This, I think, is a fantastic change. I'm super excited that there are no more specialists. Sure, maybe it's fun and exciting and innovative for a week, but it gets old super quickly, especially if you're tearing through the enemy. You're snapping like Nate Gibson. You're turning on kids like you're Syrian. But all of a sudden, someone on the enemy team presses Q, and all of your skill is for naught, as your life flashes before your eyes, and you get 100 to 0'd in 10 milliseconds, and the last sounds you hear before you die are "Boo!" and the War Machine explodes. No more. If you're grossly better than your opponents, you will always come out on top. This is going to immensely widen the skill gap. So if you are a really good player, you should be super happy that there are no more specialists, because this mechanic in Black Ops 4 really compresses that skill gap, and with its absence, it's just gonna crack that shit open again. So those are my 4 reasons why I think the skill gap in Modern Warfare is going to be so much wider than in Black Ops 4. And for this reason, I'm immensely, immeasurably excited about Modern Warfare's launch. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Again, thank you to Exclusive Ace for all of your wonderful content, and I hope you don't mind that I took some screenshots from one of your killstreak videos to help me make this video myself. I'm live on Twitch every day at twitch.tv/Razanon. It would be an honor and a privilege if you could stop by there. If you hated this video, leave me a thumbs down. If you liked it, maybe you could smash that like button. And then let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you agree that the skill gap is going to be wider in Modern Warfare than in Black Ops 4. And also, if you think that that's a good thing. I'm very active here on YouTube. I make Call of Duty multiplayer content, and only that. So, if that's kind of your niche, or at least part of it, consider subscribing. I put a lot of time and effort into these, and I play a lot of multiplayer. So I've got some information that I would be happy to continue sharing with you. And if you subscribe, you won't miss any of that information. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, stay humble. Oops.